Hey! It's the noon train on time?
Supposed to be.
Feels like it's time.
Fair enough.
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay, we got a lot to talk about. Okay, first thing I want to say is shout out to the Most High. Glory be to God. Jesus is King. So I was blessed this morning. Things happen, and sometimes you don't know why they happen, but you got to really take a really higher look at what's going on, not just in your world, but in the world around you. And so something happened today, and so as any person that wants things and is out here saying God first, we talk to God, and so you ask God for things, and some of these things is just guidance and what we should and shouldn't be able to should and shouldn't be doing. And so this morning I seen an angel walking on the block. I saw a whole angel. I was about to say something, and then the lines came out wrong, but it doesn't matter. God told me that the future is bright and all of the things is happening the way it's supposed to be. Now, with that being said, we got a lot to talk about. Why is it that I consistently say things on this program that turns out to be true? Why is it that I consistently say things on this network that turns out to be true? Shout out to Brandon Washington. He says, morning, Frost, BBN fan bam, salute. Salute, my brother. Hope everything is going well with you and yours. Why is it that I consistently say things on this platform that turns out, to be true? So let's just go backwards for a moment. What happened the other day? Trump kicks Zelenskyy out of the Oval Office, out of the White House. So the first thing I want to say is this. You should be an American. We should be God-fearing first. We're all under God. But after all of that, when we're dealing with the politics of the world that we live in, you should be an American first. If you're an American, if you're Italian and you live in Italy, you should be an Italian first, and so on and so forth. If you live in Russia, China, Korea, wherever the hell you live at, you should be that first. That has been something that I have been saying on this platform since this platform existed, and that's one of the reasons why I always say, although I don't agree with people saying white power or whatever the heck that is about, I do think that they should have the right to be proud of being who they are. I don't think you should have the right to push other people down because of the pride that you have in your own people. But I do think that you have a right to be proud of who you are, just so we could be clear. Now, with all of that being said, what's happening right now in global politics is a line is not being made, but it's being recognized. Zelenskyy goes into the White House. Now, so we could give the appropriate context so everybody could understand exactly what went on and what was going on. There was a deal that needed to be signed. It was a mineral deal. Zelenskyy has a lot of minerals over there in the Ukraine. They were going to sign a deal with America. The reason why America wants this deal signed is because America has just given you guys $350 billion, and it was supposed to be a loan. Everybody forgets it was a loan. Hold on one second. Let's make sure that we I want to make sure that everybody understands what was going on. Let's say Biden, right? Loans, who are we going to say? Ukraine? That's the best way to put it, right? Billions, right? Let's do that. My fingers are cold. It was cold outside. Y'all need to apologize. Pardon me. All right, so U.S. loans Ukraine $20 billion before Biden's departure. Now, just so we could be clear, this loan was before Biden's departure. So why would you be giving the money away previous times and this time loan it? You wouldn't do that. All of the times would obviously, no thanks, I don't know what this is about. All of the times, if y'all couldn't see that up on the screen, it was like a thing. They was like, hey, do you want to subscribe this? No, I don't want to subscribe this in any regard. So the United States had loaned them, loaned, just so we could be clear, Ukraine, $20 billion, backed by interests of frozen Russian assets. Do not forget, frozen Russian assets. Do not forget that part. That part is gonna be when we really understand how tricky this whole entire situation is. So, part of a $50 billion G7 support package agreed to this summer. So, just so we could be clear, this $20 billion loan was part of another $50 billion loan. So these monies have been loaned to the Ukraine. I'm not making a big point about that real quick. No, let's not play with it. Zelenskyy says money's not a loan, right? Why is they not letting me? Rat bastards! Pardon me. Why is they not letting me just... Alright. Of course, it's a term. Monies is sometimes when you write it again. Boom, boom. All right, so here we go. So this is what Zelenskyy has said. Ukraine, what in the heck? What? I don't want any of this. And I feel like no matter what I press, I'm gonna be saying yes to something. Anyway, so y'all saw what that said, right? I don't trust that. Here we go. Let's try this out. U.S. aid provided as grants, not loans. Look. So this is obviously a lie. Okay, so obviously I want to say a thing, so I'm setting up foundation. I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to trick anyone, because often when people have conversations with me, they don't understand that, you know, I'm having a conversation with you based on me trying to supply you with information that you might not have, or that because of the things that you're telling me, I believe you do not have. So therefore, I'm supplying you with information until I can eventually get to my point, so my point can make sense. That's what we're doing right now. So this is not my point. I just want to be clear on this. So anybody that want to come into the chat and try to argue any of these things to me, I'm just letting you know right now, this is the proof. They were loans. Zelenskyy is now saying that they were not loans. And not only were they loans, but they were loaning them this money based off of frozen Russian assets. You do know who is in control of those frozen Russian assets, right? We'll get back to that in a minute. We got a little bit more work to do. So Zelenskyy goes into the White House. It was not necessary. There is a mineral deal that America wanted to make with the Ukraine because they wanted to get the monies back that they loaned the Ukraine. Why would they be doing the mineral deal and not just wait for the Ukraine to pay? Because the Ukraine don't have the monies to pay. Now, I need for you to also understand this. The Ukraine still wants military support from the U.S. So Trump is saying, in order for us to continue to give you military support, what we're going to do is we're going to need some guarantees on that loan that we gave to you. So in order for us to be able to get guarantees on this loan, on this mineral, pardon me, in order for us to give this guarantee on this loan, because that's really what this is about. It's not really about the mineral deal. It's about getting our monies back, the taxpayers' money that was given to the Ukraine. That's the part that I don't think individuals that call themselves Democrats, and I'm talking not about the voters. I'm talking about the people who are elected officials. This is what they're trying to confuse. They're trying to confuse the public into thinking that this is all about a mineral deal and how Trump wants to do a mineral deal because he wants to make his friends rich. His friend, who's already the richest man on the planet, I'm going to tell you how rich this dude is. Just real quick, and then we're going to get back to what we're talking about. Elon Musk is so rich that they have these astronauts that's stuck in orbit. Right? They have these astronauts that's stuck in orbit. And the only one that has the appropriate equipment that can fly up there and get them is Elon Musk. That's it. No one else. So, I mean, maybe China, but China ain't gonna help us. So, far as I know, Elon Musk, only one. If anybody else knows someone, let them know. Let me know. So this is the guy that's trying to make deals with Trump in order to rob people. Just so we could be clear, no one said I believed in space. Second, so we could be clear, no one said I'm a Christian. You could believe in God and not be a Christian. Clear? All right, I'm going to get back to my show. You can look at something else to nitpick about. And just so we could be clear, they can be high up and not be in space. I said orbit. So with that being said, they said this guy's trying to rob everybody. So Zelenskyy is supposed to make this deal. This deal is not about minerals. This deal is about recouping the billions of dollars that was sent to the Ukraine. Now, the Ukraine still wants, just so we can be clear, protection. They want military assistance. They want bombs. They want fighters. They want a ton of things that they currently don't have and that they need money in order to be able to get, or the value of whatever it is in military equipment. Just so you can understand what I'm saying. Let's say they say they ship $20 billion to the Ukraine. That whole $20 billion isn't going to be $20 billion. Some of that money is actually not going to be money. It's going to be like military equipment. It's going to be like X amount of missiles and X amount of guns and X amount of, whatever the hell else. You understand? So when they say, whatever monies, in reality, what's happening is, the people who are the, how do you call it? Produce military equipment and weapons, they're getting paid. You understand? So the Boeings of the world, they, produce military stuff. They're getting paid. So that's where the money is actually going. And then some of the money. And then the equipment is going to the place. Just so people can get to understand. Because when you hear that they're giving these guys $100 billion, they're not printing $100 billion and sending it all to Ukraine. Ukraine might get, X amount of money, and then the other monies is going to be sent to other places so they can get the resources that they need in order to be able to fight their battle. Just so we could be clear. So, and then whatever else they're using monies for. I mean, I don't have the slightest idea. What the hell do I know? But I'm just telling you, like, that's how that aspect of it works. So when the U.S. is saying that they need to do the mineral deal, they want to get paid back for the monies that they gave. Why is this so important? To the American people. We're going to shoot at the Democrats for 2 seconds. It's probably going to be like 3 minutes. I want to be clear about something. Putin said if Trump would have got elected, there would have been no war. What is this war over? This war is literally over the fact that there was a deal made with Russia that NATO would never move a certain distance, and NATO would never, Ukraine would never be part of NATO. Basically, there was a deal made that Ukraine would never be part of NATO. The next thing you know, during like 2015, 2014, something like that, Ukraine and NATO started talking, where Ukraine was going to then be a part of NATO. When that started happening, that's when Russia started moving. Oh, also, just so I could also add a little bit of context. Allegedly, I'm not 100% sure of this, the Ukraine was already attacking its own people. Allegedly. Look that up. I can't say that this is a fact. Russia moved in, and then that's allegedly around the time that the whole situation started. They're not telling us this in America. This stuff isn't even hitting the American news. It should. Why is it not hitting the American news? Why is it not a big deal? Why they got all of this stuff on the news that now we're finding out was fake about Trump? But these world politics that are extremely important to us being able to vote, elect people and whatnot, for us to be able to make our decision on what global politics what's going on and how we should conduct ourselves over here in America, why are we not hearing about this? Why are we hearing about how this politician is cheating on his wife, but we're not hearing how some country is killing their own people allegedly? When in Africa they're killing their own people, they tell us, don't they? Tell me where the lie's at. Tell me where the lie is. They love telling us about the Congo. They love telling us about how these young kids get forced to be in these militias and they're forced to be a part of some war. Made movies about it. Who controls our news? Ask yourself that. Hey, what up, Ashar? I was watching one of your videos the other day. Salute. Salute. Brother Ashar, you are 100% correct. But that's not the way that he intended it. At least that's not the way that I believe he intended it. Is that fair? Is that fair? That's not the way I believe he intended it. Because that was not necessary. You've been following this page for a long time, fam. I've been consistent with my message. Me and you've spoken personally. I've been consistent with my message. Keep up the great work, by the way. Let me get back to what we're talking about. So I want to be clear on something. I want there to be zero misunderstanding. The war that's happening in the Ukraine and in Russia, basically what I'm trying to explain, don't have anything to do with us. Nothing. So Trump wanting to end the war and wanting peace is the right thing. There's so many people losing their lives. Allegedly, they're snatching up regular civilians off of the street and forcing them to the front damn line. Let me see if I got a clip. If I don't got it here, I got it in my phone. Did I put anything there? I don't think I put nothing there. Sheesh. I got it in my phone. Let me show y'all this. Be mindful. Y'all people are out here just siding with stuff. Y'all don't have none of the information. You just siding with something. Because it's popular to like. I do got it. Oh no, it's two different clips. I didn't put the other one in. Let me see if I got the other one real quick. Cause I was on the fence about playing it. I was on the fence. So I don't know if I downloaded it. I was on the fence about playing it. I got my reasonings. I think I posted it or I didn't post it or whatever. But check this out. Allegedly, this young man was just walking down the street. The military snatched him up, and now he going to the front line. I'm trying to get it in front of the camera and shit. So allegedly, that's what happened. Hold on, I'm gonna play it over. Allegedly. Why am I doing that like I don't have my speaker plugged in? Like I don't got my speaker on or moving the mic? Give me 1 second. Why am I moving it? Like I don't got the damn, I got the mic, anyway, neither here nor there. So just so we could be clear, we should be trying to end this war. We should be working towards a resolution. I've been saying this since the beginning. I say this about every war. War hurts the people. I can't stress this enough. I can't explain this enough. War hurts the people. The people that live in the country the war is happening. The people that got to go fight in these wars that might live in another country. The people that's related to the individuals that's involved in the situation, whether they live in the country or not. The war hurts people. I'm against war. I don't think people understand. Over here in America, I don't think like we fully understand how bad war is. You know, a lot of these individuals that come to America and they're from another country, they kind of have a much better understanding of what war is. You know, they've lived in places that's you know, it's bombed regularly. You know, some of these people, they've lived in places that, you know, there isn't police. It's, you know, military. I don't think us as Americans understand what war is. I don't think us as Americans understand how it feels to live in a country where you don't even have freedom of speech. Over in the UK, we're going to get to them. Over in the UK, people are getting arrested for posts on social media. You want to know who wanted to do that? Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris? Whatever. Vice President Harris. She wanted to bring that to America. And the Democrats was applauding it, and the people who wanted her to be was applauding it. They were cheering. People having the right to be sent to prison for posting something on social media that somebody else don't agree with. They was cheering it. Now, mind you, we're not talking about slander. We're just talking about an opinion, not slander. Kamala Harris was supportive of that. She spoke about it numerous times. We have that one lady that I showed y'all numerous times also that said that that the Democrats are in the business of censoring the American people. So when Zelenskyy goes into this unnecessary meeting with Trump, what does he do first? He has a meeting with a whole bunch of politicians. He's actually late to Trump's meeting. Imagine being late to a meeting with the President of the United States. Imagine being late to the meeting of a president of any country. I don't care if you're the president of Zimbabwe. We got to be on time. So before he goes to this meeting with Trump, he goes to a meeting with a bunch of politicians. I'm pretty sure there were Republicans and Democrats there. I'm pretty sure. You would have to tell me every individual that was there for me to believe that it was only Democrats. I don't believe that. I believe it was Republicans and Democrats there. They got a theory about why he's dressing like that. I have I don't have any idea about why he's dressing like that, but there's a theory in any regard. So he goes to this meeting, unnecessary meeting with Trump. But before this unnecessary meeting with Trump, he goes and he has a meeting with the Democrats. Could I take a time to tell you about Biden for one moment? Do you remember when Mike Johnson, he's the current, what's Mike Johnson, the current? He's the current something. Hold on. Let's make sure. Not the current AG, right? I think that's Pam Bondi. Hold on. Mike Johnson. He's like a senator, right? So, but he got turned into something, though, right? I forgot what it was. My fingers are so cold. I'm hitting buttons. It's like, sheesh. Mike Johnson. All right. So, Speaker of the House, right? So, this Mike Johnson. Hold on. I got the wrong screen on. So, this Mike Johnson, right? Speaker of the House, right? So do you remember when Mike Johnson said Biden was not in charge? Y'all remember that? All right, so they're not going to play the clip. But do you remember when they said Mike Johnson knew Biden was not in charge? Sir, why did you pause LNG exports to Europe? The speaker asked. He says, I didn't do that, Biden replied. He had 3 weeks earlier, but he wasn't aware what he had signed. So apparently what Mike Johnson said was, I was hoping to show it to you, is that they were putting like papers in front of Biden, allegedly, this is all allegedly. I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm just the information Mike Johnson is saying. So allegedly they were putting papers in front of Biden. And when they would put papers in front of Biden, he would sign it and he would not even know what he was signing. Allegedly. And this is basically the conversation. Can I ask you a question? I cannot answer this from my constituents in Louisiana. Johnson recalled telling Biden, sir, why did you pause LNG exports to Europe? Liquefied natural gas is in great demand by our allies. Why would you do that? Because you understand we just talked about Ukraine. You understand you are fueling Vladimir Putin's war machine because you got to get their gas, because they got to get their gas from him. So real quick, let me just explain to you what I'm getting from this, what's happening in this conversation. LNG exports to Europe is some kind of gas company, obviously, that they send out liquefied natural gas, and they have allies over in Europe that are going to buy from us because obviously they're Americans' allies, so they're going to buy from America first. Copy? So what Biden did was Biden basically paused it so they couldn't do any of that. So now we can't export to our allies in Europe. So now our allies in Europe have no choice but to buy the damn gas from Russia, who's currently in war with Ukraine, who we are sending billions of dollars to. You can't script this. You can't script this. You can't script this. It can't be scripted. And so I just want to be clear on this. I'm super slow walking this. And the reason why is for the main reason of I don't think people really truly understand what just happened with the Russia deal. I don't think people truly understand how close we are actually to World War III. And when I say World War III, I mean, remember I told y'all when Beatz was going to be on the ground. Right now, all of this is over nuclear warfare. That's what it's over right now. World War III is currently in action. That's happening for everybody that don't know. First, it was biological. First, it was economical, pardon me. Then, it was biological. That was right? Then, Beatz was already on the ground there. But then it got upped, the ante got upped. How? The Israel situation. It expanded. This is how war happens. So what's the next step? When Trump said that, he's talking about the nuclear option. That's what he's talking about. He's not just talking about what they're doing now. They've been doing that since 2016. He's talking about the nuclear option. So Zelenskyy has this meeting with all of those politicians. Remember, Mike Johnson told you that somebody else was running the Biden administration. So Zelenskyy went to have a meeting with all of these politicians before he had his meeting with Trump. And then when he goes and has his meeting with Trump, he tries to change the deal. Fam. One more time, I'm gonna lay it out timeline. There's a mineral deal on the table. Zelenskyy can just sign it, send it back. They don't gotta meet. Zelenskyy says, I want to meet. Let's have just a lunch. Trump says fine. Then Zelenskyy goes and has a meeting with politicians before he pulls up on Trump. I'm not sure if it happened before the meeting or after, but at some point Zelenskyy also asked, can the press be there? The press being there was Zelensky's idea. I don't think you get it. See, sometimes things happen, people don't really get it. You tell them, you be like, yo, look. So this is how they lined them up. Are you listening? If Zelenskyy does the deal with Trump for the minerals, the war's over. Be right back. Commercial break.
Everybody knows about Harvard, Yale, Stanford. Today I'm going to give you 6 colleges that I believe are underrated. So the first university I want to talk about is University of Vermont. It is often overlooked because of its location. Who wants to go to Vermont? But the amount of opportunities that it has in internships and research is definitely one of the reasons why it should be looked into instead of overlooked. So the university number 2, New College of Florida. This one provides an individualized plan for those of you who are interested in humanities, and it's another university you should take a look into. So if we take a look at the university number 3, it is not really known outside of Southern United States, unfortunately. However, it has a lot of opportunity with the Odyssey program, and it gives you research trips, opportunities to make a real impact.
Back. So if y'all understood how spontaneous I actually am, you'll understand why I be laughing half of the time. With that being said, I want to be clear about something. Zero misunderstanding. If Trump and Zelenskyy sign the mineral deal, the war is over. Because with the mineral deal also comes a certain agreement that Putin and Zelenskyy is going to make that's going to end the war. Because Putin wants the war to end. He's been saying that from the beginning. All Putin wants is for NATO, or pardon me, the Ukraine, and to stop trying to be part of NATO. That's Putin's main thing. These guys are not allowed to be part of NATO. They're right here on our border. Besides all of the stuff that's going on over there that we don't agree with, they're right here on our border. They become part of NATO. That means that there's going to be military equipment and everything else right there. And we don't want that there for whatever our reasons are. And we made it a deal. We made an agreement years ago. And we would like for everybody to stick to that agreement. By not sticking to that agreement, now there's a war. By you pretending like we started this war, that's gaslighting. Because there's a deal that we all made that we should all be living by. Now, also, might I add, you know how Democrats keep talking about how they hate dictators? Why hasn't Ukraine had an election? I think those people have a right to vote for who's their president, right? Don't Democrats love democracy? Isn't that their big thing? I'm just saying. Shouldn't they have some elections over in the Ukraine? I want the Ukraine to have elections. I'm not even Ukrainian. I meant to try to say that funny, like I should have said Ukrainianese, right? Shout out to the Ukrainian people. I know a lot of them around here, and they're just so cool. Also, definitely a lot of there's beautiful women in every race, so whatever. Like I just want to say this, every nationality has beautiful women in it, period. Like I like, whatever I like, but every nationality of women, beautiful. Like every complexion that you could think of has beautiful women in it. Like, so just so we could be clear. You say a thing nowadays, people be like, I know what you're really saying. No, you don't. I said what I really said. I said what I'm really saying. If you don't think that's what I'm saying, then you don't know what I'm really saying. I said it. Anyway. I think the Ukraine should be allowed to have elections. I mean, it's none of my business, to be honest with you. I'm in America. But if they're saying that there's a democracy that they have, that we are funding, I don't think we should be funding a dictatorship. I don't think we should be funding nations that principles and moralities go against ours. I think that every nation that has principles or have a government that runs contrary to our beliefs, I don't think we should have a problem with them, but I don't think we should help them neither. I think we should trade with them. Trading with them, there's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think we should be giving them aid. Trade with them. That's dope. Let's do that. They got stuff we want or need. We got stuff they want or need. Let's trade with them. We don't have to have similar politics or ways of life to do that. But if you want aid from us, then I would say having a working government, you're not a prince or a king. It's a government. You got elected to that position at one point or another. So therefore, I'm assuming there should be more elections in the future. But that's neither here nor there. Let the Ukrainian people figure that out. I hope everybody figure it out. If that's the way that they prefer it, let it stay that way. If that isn't the way that they prefer it, then it is what it is. Figure it out. With that being said, I personally think that they should be able to have an election, especially if the people of the Ukraine that live there also believe said thing. With also that being said, if you are a Democrat, elected Democratic official, and you are a friend of Zelenskyy, I find that to be a conflict of interest. Because he's an actual dictator. If there should be elections, if he's putting his political party in prison, I thought I had it queued. I didn't have it queued. But I do think I have it on the computer. Give me 1 second.
My name is Alexander Dubinsky and I'm a member of the Ukrainian parliament. I have been in prison for 14 months for one reason only. I told the truth about the Biden's corruption in Ukraine. In 2019, I was the first to expose how Joe Biden was using Ukraine for his personal financial gain. I exposed how his son, Hunter Biden, got millions of dollars through offshore schemes and Burisma. I spoke as a lawmaker and I spoke as a patriot of Ukraine. But after Biden won in 2020, Zelenskyy's government, following Washington crazy orders, opened 4 absolutely stupid and fake criminal cases against me. In November 2023, they put me in prison. No evidence, no trial, no investigation. I was never even asked for testimony. They just want to shut me up and silence my public voice, but they failed. They failed because Biden's corruption is a fact. It's a fact. The American Congress and American court have proven that Hunter Biden received money from Ukrainian officials. He confessed to it. But who's in prison? Dubinsky, not Biden. For what? For speaking the truth about Biden's corruption at a press conference. For exposing Soros' network. The same Soros who is together with Yermak and Zelenskyy helped to steal your election in 2020. For fighting corruption that steals billions and billions from American taxpayers under the cover of aid to Ukraine. And how do they label me? A Russian agent. Why? Just simply because I was near Derkach, someone I have no ties to. Just like I have no ties to Russia or Russian intelligence. Does it seem familiar, Mr. Trump? They did the same to you. They call everyone who speaks about Biden's corruption a Russian agent. They destroy the truth so they can keep stealing billions and billions of dollars under the cover of helping Ukraine. War.
Alright, I'm not going to play the whole clip. Clip's kind of long. I'm not going to play the whole clip. But
Everybody knows about Harvard.
fucking Lee. Alright, so I'm having some kind of issue with my camera over here. So what we're gonna do, since I have the issue with my camera, I mean, you don't really need to see me, to be honest with you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the show going. I got clips and I got everything else. I have no idea why my camera is down right now, but my camera obviously is doing whatever it wants to do. It's down currently at the moment. So we're just gonna keep the show going. You're just not gonna be able to see me. You're gonna be able to hear all of my words though. And I'm gonna try to Figure out what's going on with this camera. Also, I have no idea what's happening to the cameras. But yeah, it just cut off. It just stopped working appropriately. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about. In any regard, let's get back to the show. I'll put something up on the screen for us to look at. Let's get back to the show. So I want to be clear about something. I want there to be zero misunderstanding. I'm seeing if I could hold the mic in my hand while I walk over to the other side of the room and try to fix the problem. So I want zero misunderstanding. The Democrats are constantly talking about democracy. They're constantly talking about how Trump is some kind of trying to do something to democracy. This is their main thing. He's trying to destroy democracy. He's trying to destroy the Constitution. He's trying to prevent people from doing this, prevent people from doing that. All of these things that Trump is trying to do, correct? But their friend Zelenskyy, who they've been sending hundreds of billions of dollars to, has effectively, just so we could be clear, has effectively taken the country that he lives in and himself become a dictator because he doesn't allow people to have elections. So how much worse as it is than him just not allowing people to have elections? Because I don't want to hear that Trump did the wrong thing by kicking this dude out of the White House. He was set up. Trump was set up. They were not supposed to even be having a freaking conversation. I want to be clear on this because I don't think people understand what I'm saying. They were supposed to be meeting. Pardon me. They weren't even supposed to be meeting. All Zelenskyy had to do was sign the paperwork and send it back. This deal would have ended the war. Instead of signing the deal and sending it back, Zelenskyy said that he wanted to have a meeting with Trump. He comes to America to have the meeting with Trump. Before he has the meeting with Trump, he has a meeting with a ton of politicians first. Now, the reason why this is important is because remember what Speaker of the House Mike Johnson said. He said that when Biden was in office, he had reason to believe that the decisions that was being made by the government or by the executive branch weren't Biden's decisions. And that other people actually were the ones that were making the decisions and it was not Biden. So when we hear that, now I'm not saying that there were other people and I'm not saying that it wasn't Biden. What I'm saying is that Speaker of the House Mike Johnson had a meeting with Biden. He said it was supposed to be only Biden there. When he gets there, it's Biden's son, Hunter. I think he said the wife was there. I think he said Kamala Harris was there. Like it was like tons of people that was there that it was not needed to be there. As he was trying to talk to Biden, what was happening? They were interjecting. They were the ones giving the responses. At some point, he pulls Biden to the side. He says, "Yo, can I talk to you in private?" Biden orders everybody out. They eventually leave. And then he has the conversation with Biden where he then asks him the question of, "Can I ask you a question?" And he asks him about why he stopped the liquefied natural gas deal. Biden said he didn't do it. And that's when he found out, when he asked him a couple of more questions, that there was, Biden just literally said, they just put papers in front of me and I just signed them. So who's creating these bills or these executive decisions? Who's creating these executive decisions that Biden is just signing? So now we get to Zelenskyy had to have a meeting before he met with Trump. And then when he met with Trump, he tried to change the parameters of the freaking deal. And not only that, but he called our vice president a bitch or something like that under his breath on live television for the whole world to hear. And we got actual politicians over here on any side of the aisle saying that Trump did the wrong thing. The nerve of you. Name anyone on this planet that you could walk into their home, disrespect them, and they're not in the right for kicking you out. Explain that to me. I'm listening. All of the ears. They tried to ambush Trump. They thought by having the press there, they could get a gotcha moment so they could make Trump look bad. They wanted Trump to look, I'm not even 100% sure in which way entirely, because there's no way that this could have went well. And you want to know what the kicker is on all of this? I was going to say it like in about 20 minutes, but I'll say it now. And then we'll get to all of the precursor to that, the foundation. But I'll say what it is now. How does Russia come to America, come to the U.S. and give us a deal for their mineral rights, and they own more mineral, they have more minerals than the Ukraine? I don't think people understand what just happened with Putin saying that. Putin just told America, come over here with us. Putin just told America, make our enemies your enemies. I don't think people understand what just happened. You do know that when countries make deals like this, they're not just deals for, whatever the resource is. It's also deals where now our militaries work together in some kind of capacity. And if you don't have a military, then we send our military. Now you have a military. This is what I mean by you got people voting. Shout out to that. Please vote. But be informed. You have people voting and they don't even have the slightest idea, what they voting for. They don't have the slightest idea. They just voting. They're voting for stuff that don't make sense and ain't helping nobody. I'm tired of hearing about DEI. Could I take just 2 seconds to talk about this real quick? I'm tired of hearing about DEI and how black people specifically keep crying that they can't get hired unless it's... So you don't think you're qualified for anything? So you don't think black people are qualified for anything? So you think that these people that's running these multi-billion-dollar corporations and multi-million-dollar corporations, you think they're thinking, I'm going to hire the unqualified non-black person over the qualified black person and just let my business tank? That's what you think they're thinking? I want you to go look up how many companies are actually run or have CFOs or CEOs that are black. And you're going to see a ton of Fortune 500 companies got black CEOs. A ton of them. Like more than you think. That's the best way I could put it. Why am I making this point? I'm making this point to say the problem is our schools. The problem is people legitimately nowadays don't be qualified for certain things that they want to be. That's the problem. Back in the 80s, absolutely. It was, people were not getting hired. We needed affirmative action. In the 70s, I'll agree also. In the 90s, not as much. But nowadays, not as much, because we live in a different type of society. We live in a society where nowadays people are putting their cash over everything. That means hiring people because of qualifications over nationality. That's happening more and more. Now, why is this such a big deal? DEI forces companies to employ people who don't have qualifications and make people who have just went to school for X amount of years to learn how to do a thing be unemployed. Think about that for a moment. Just think about that for a moment. So I can't stand DEI. DEI ruined the MCU. And this is just me talking from a standpoint of things that I enjoy in the world. DEI ruined the MCU. Ruined. DEI ruined television shows. Ruined. Many things that we like, DEI ruined them. And that's just from an entertainment standpoint. That's not even talking about from the standpoint of hiring people for jobs like flying planes when they're not qualified. Now, with that being said, let's get back to our conversation. So by Russia offering a mineral deal to America, what they're actually offering is to be partners with America, which mean that our militaries now work together. The Democratic Party was trying to force Trump to do something and they miscalculated. I don't think they even thought that Russia would do that. I don't think they thought that that was an option. I don't know that Trump would even take the offer, just so we could be clear. But I don't think that the Democrats and the people that's in charge of doing whatever that's going on, opposing Trump, I didn't even think that they thought that was an option. You see, often people think that you only have one option, so they do you dirty. And then once they realize you got more than one option, now they're a little bit more fear. I don't think they even thought that was an option. Why do I say that? As soon as the deal didn't work with Trump, what was the first thing Zelenskyy did? First, he fake apologized, right? And then he jumped on a freaking plane, flew to the UK, met with Keir Starmer. I don't know how to say that guy's name. And then they made a deal for like $5 billion or something like that, right? That was just more pressure they was trying to put on America. That's all that was. Because that $5 billion is going to be over how many years? So how helpful is that going to be in contrast to America giving them $20 billion and $50 billion every couple of months? So that was just more pressure they was trying to put on Trump to concede. I don't think they understand Trump. I don't think they have the capacity to understand somebody that is going to do what it takes to get the job done. Some people is just ready to do whatever it takes to get the job done. I don't think they understand that concept. Honestly, I don't think they understand that concept. Let me show you something real quick. Just so you understand that they know they're in trouble.
between our two countries. That is why this is the greatest alliance for prosperity and security I think the world has ever seen. Whenever necessary, we absolutely backed each other up, and that's at the
Could you
core
take
of the
on Russia by yourselves?
Well,
All right, one or two more. Yes.
So just so we could be clear, did you hear how the whole room laughed? Let's play that again. The whole room laughed.
Between our two countries. That is why this is the greatest alliance for prosperity and security I think the world has ever seen. Whenever necessary, we absolutely backed each other up, and that's at the
Could
core
you take
of the
on Russia by yourselves?
Well,
all right, one or two more. Yes.
So once again, that whole situation where they went over there and promised that money in Europe or whatever the case got to be, the European Union, the EU promised them that money, the UK, whoever promised them that money. That was just to put more pressure on Trump. I'm going to say this again, and I don't think people truly really understand what Trump was trying to say to Zelenskyy. Trump told him, in his clearest words possible, we're not fighting for you anymore, and we're not giving you any money to fight. But what we will do is we'll put efforts towards ending the war. We'll put money and resources towards saving people's lives. We're not going to put money and resources towards taking people's lives. Now, there was a point where Zelenskyy was trying to say, what if Russia didn't honor the deal? And just so we can have more proof that the Democrats is behind this, why did a reporter ask the same exact question? So Zelenskyy said, what if Russia don't honor the deal? What the hell you mean, what if? You could what if anything. When people don't have an argument, if people don't have not an argument, but any ground to stand on, when they don't have any foundation for the accusations that they're saying, when their position has no weight, they love to say, what if? When they have no facts, when they have no foundation, when they have nothing to add any gravity to their position, they say, what if? What if anything? Everything could be what if. What can't be what if? And just so we could be clear about the thing that he's talking about, they had a deal, but if I'm remembering this correctly, the Ukraine didn't follow through with their side of the deal, so Russia didn't go through with their side of the deal. So when he's saying Russia didn't give back the hostages or whatever, I believe he's being disingenuous. I believe he's being disingenuous. I don't really feel like going back and looking that up, but if anybody has any information on it, put it in the chat. And the reason why I don't feel like going back and looking that up is because I believe Zelenskyy to just be lying. So, you know. I'm not going to keep going in proving lies back and forth. I'll prove some of them because, you know, whatever. Like, Zelenskyy said when he was sitting with Trump, basically Trump was trying to say, you know, y'all got a problem at the front lines, basically. You know, J.D. Vance said something about it too, I believe. Let me show you what their front lines look like. This is what they're doing on the front lines. I don't. However you think about this, let me know what you think about this.
Shows a Ukrainian soldier with Down syndrome named Vokarov, nearly causing the entire squad to perish due to a mortar operation mishap. According to Ukrainian media, Ukraine is currently facing shortages not only in ammunition but also in qualified personnel. The video reveals that Vokarov, under the taunting of veteran soldiers, was instructed to operate a mortar. Unfortunately, he loaded the shell incorrectly, almost leading to a catastrophe. Afterward, unaware of his mistake, Vokarov was verbally and physically abused by the veterans, leaving him terrified and crying in the trench. War is brutal, and even for able-bodied soldiers, the survival rate on the front lines is low. For someone like Vokarov, who has Down syndrome, escaping a tragic fate is even more unlikely. Sent to the front lines despite being unable to care for himself, Vokarov stands little chance of participating in combat and risks becoming cannon fodder. Rumors suggest that his comrades even considered using Vokarov to attract Russian drones, and one Ukrainian veteran reportedly wanted him to test for landmines.
If y'all don't mind, I'm going to play that one more time.
Shows a Ukrainian soldier with Down syndrome named Vokarov, nearly causing the entire squad to perish due to a mortar operation mishap. According to Ukrainian media, Ukraine is currently facing shortages not only in ammunition but also in qualified personnel. The video reveals that Vokarov, under the taunting of veteran soldiers, was instructed to operate a mortar. Unfortunately, he loaded the shell incorrectly, almost leading to a catastrophe. Afterward, unaware of his mistake, Vokarov was verbally and physically abused by the veterans, leaving him terrified and crying in the trench. War is brutal, and even for able-bodied soldiers, the survival rate on the front lines is low. For someone like Vokarov, who has Down syndrome, escaping a tragic fate is even more unlikely. Sent to the front lines despite being unable to care for himself, Vokarov stands little chance of participating in combat and risks becoming cannon fodder. Rumors suggest that his comrades even considered using Vokarov to attract Russian drones, and one Ukrainian veteran reportedly wanted him to test for landmines.
So basically, they're running short on soldiers over there, and it's really, really bad. So for everybody that don't know, allegedly, they are snatching up people from the street. I'll send it to my computer right now. Allegedly, they're snatching up people from the street and just sending them to the front lines. So they sent that man to their front lines. Like, how long is he gonna last in the front lines, fam? Like, they just sent him to, like, that's crazy. Anyway, they said they sent him out to go check for landmines and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy, fam. Like, I don't even know I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, in any regard, so this is Zelensky's Ukraine. I'm for the people, fam. I get it. You know, people could be on what side or whatever they want to be on. I'm for the people. Always been for the people, will always be for the people. It's about the people, fam. Even when the people don't understand, I'm for the people, fam. So Trump says, let's end the war. No more people got to die. And Zelenskyy says, no, you can't trust Putin. We're still supposed to try. So with all of the information that I just gave y'all today, who do you think is the one that's actually fueling this war? You still think it's Putin? Still think it's the Russians? The Russians, who have consistently said that they wanted the war to end, you know, they just had certain things that they needed the Ukraine to concede. And one of those was to stop being part of NATO. Interestingly enough, I love when I do this. Interestingly enough, the U.S. and the World Health Organization The U.S. is pulling funding. Hold on, we're not done. I didn't read any of that on purpose. My apologies to all the people that's listening and not watching. Hold on, we're not done. There's a reason why I'm not saying these things, by the way. I'm not done. So basically, the United States pulling out of the WHO, the World Health Organization, might mean the end of the World Health Organization. What the fuck is up with my W key? Is there something stuck in there? Hold on. The heck? I don't even use W that much. What the fuck? Do y'all understand what's happening? Do y'all really understand what's happening? I don't think y'all understand what's happening. If anybody thinks they understand what I'm trying to say, put it in the chat. Tech Baron Elon Musk backed calls for the U.S. to withdraw from NATO and the United Nations after months of bad-mouthing the two international organizations. I don't think people really understand what's happening. I don't think people understand what's happening. I know I told y'all that this is what was going on a long time ago, you guys. I know the fucking times. I know I told y'all this a long time ago. Look what this title says. We don't even need to read the article. Do you understand what's happening? I don't think people really understand what's happening. What up, Rogi? Salute. I don't think people really understand what's happening. I don't think people really understand what's happening, fam. Yo, Rogi, you've been here for a long time. How often has my predictions been accurate? Shout out to Rugi Alza. How often is actually pronounced Ruggy? I just call him Rugi. It is what it is. How often has my predictions been accurate? Fam, look. Pay attention to what's going on. I don't even gotta tell you what's in the article. Can Europe still count on the U.S. coming to its defense? Not if the U.S. leaves NATO. How accurate? Shout out to Rugi. How accurate, Rugi? About 96%. Thank you. People think I just be just saying shit. Like, fam, I be on it. I be on it, fam. Like I said, I can't tell you if it's because I'm just really smart or if it's just God just telling me what's going to happen. But one of the two is happening. And either which way, it's a blessing. How long have I been talking about World War III, Rugi? And didn't I say it was going to happen in the same order it's been happening? When I said they was going to have boots on the ground, what happened? They started having boots on the ground. When I said that they was going to start dropping missiles, what happened? People started dropping missiles. The same time I was saying it. I've been accurate. I ain't got a cap. Shout out to the Most High. Glory be to God. Jesus is King. So hold on. We're not done. That's a fact. Appreciate you, Rugi. I've been accurate, fam. I've been doing my job well. Hold on. I want to keep that one open for a second. Which one is this real quick? I'm going to drop anyone we don't need. This is Mike Johnson. We don't really need that one, but I'm going to keep it up for right now. Loans. We're going to keep that up because I'm going to come back to that. And we're going to come back to that. We're coming back to all of that. So, let's talk about... Oh, shit. This is hilarious. Could we just stop this for 1 second so I could just tell you what just popped up on my feed? Tim Walz is going to run for president. Fam, is this a joke? And he says that his campaign is going to be... Oh, no. No, it says despite campaign failure. But this should be his campaign motto, though. Do whatever it takes. Oh, come on, fam. This is just too much. I told you the Democrats don't have anybody. What did I keep telling y'all? I told y'all this before Kamala Harris. I told y'all this when Biden was still trying to, running. The Democrats don't have anyone. They've freaking cannibalized their own party. They don't have anyone. They cannibalized their own party. They don't have anyone. There's no one for them to put up. They gotta hope somebody flies out of the woodwork like Obama did, like from nowhere. They don't have anybody. Hold on. And then when I say stuff, people just think I'm just talking crap. I'm not talking crap, fam. Okay, mix deal. Just make sure we go to the right one. Here we go. Ukraine is ready to sign a mineral. Ukraine is ready to sign a mineral deal with the United States. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelenskyy. It's not 2 Ys or 1. Like I go some places, it's 2 Ys. I'm here, it's 1. Told UK media on Sunday. Now he's ready to make a deal. Okay, but I want to go before he was ready to make a deal. I want to go before that because he made a deal with, was it the United? No, okay, so EU. Let's go EU. It's EU he signed a deal with? They signed this deal. All right, so this is what we have. Nope. It's personal data. Crazy? Hold on. Let me see if I got it on my phone real quick. I can send it to myself. We can watch it. So apparently, the UK has made a deal with Zelenskyy for his minerals that I told you about earlier. It was like a $5 million deal or something along those lines. And also, hold on. I got something else to show y'all before we get to that. About the, okay, hold on. I forgot I had it here. Let's see if I can find it. What's this?
2 weeks ago, President Donald Trump signed an executive order announcing his intention to withdraw the United States from WHO. The order refers to WHO's alleged mishandling of the COVID-19 pandemic and other global health crises. Last week marked 5 years since I declared a public health emergency of international concern. From the moment we picked up the first signals of viral pneumonia in Wuhan, we asked for more information, activated our emergency incident management system, alerted the world, convened global experts, and published comprehensive guidance for countries on how to protect their populations and health systems, all before the first death from this new disease was reported in China on the 11th of January 2020. Even before the US announcement, WHO is facing a shortfall due to the economic difficulties that many countries are facing. The US announcement has made the situation more acute.
Ah, shit. The whole entire time, I had my mic still on mute. My apologies, fam. Appreciate you, Rugi. I was saying stuff, too. My mic was still on mute. Sorry about that. You can hear me now, right? Hey, Rugi, you can hear me now? My mic was on mute. So I say all that to say, I'm assuming you can hear me. So I say all that to say this. Trump is trying to stop us from funding anything outside of America that we don't benefit from. We don't benefit from the WHO. They don't do nothing for Americans. They do stuff for people outside of America. We shouldn't be footing the whole bill. Trump is saying America has, it's okay for America to help other countries, but there's other countries that is closer to those countries and they should actually be footing most of the bill. Since they refuse to foot most of the bill, we're pulling our money out. I don't understand how that's not what we should be doing. So just so we can be clear, Trump is taking all of our money out of all of the funding that's happening outside of America that America doesn't agree with. Why are the elected Democrats so mad? Why are they pissed off that these monies, that would have been spent outside of America is now going to be spent in America? Why are they so mad about that? Why is Jasmine Crockett so pissed off that Trump might send Americans $5,000 apiece? Why is this not a good thing? I'm ready to listen to any Democrat that want to explain to me why Trump sending $5,000 to Americans during the time where groceries are at an all-time high isn't a good idea. Why Trump trying to give money to Americans so he can help fuel our economy isn't a good idea. I'm going to need somebody to explain this to me. I'm going to need somebody to explain to me why it's a better idea for us to give billions of dollars to other countries. I'm going to need somebody to explain to me why it's a better idea to go do experimental treatment on animals or how we're going to give them sex changes. I want to know why those are better ideas. I want to know why that's where our money should be going. I want to know why our money should not be going to American citizens. We sent so much money to the Ukraine, we could have built a home for every single American that is homeless and paid their rent probably for a couple of years. We sent so much money to the Ukraine that the government could have just been sending us $1,000 a month each individually. Just because. That's how much money we're sending to other countries. Our own country could literally just send every citizen like $1,000 a month. But instead, Democrats are fighting to send this money overseas. Explain this to me. I'm sitting here. I would love to hear why this is a good idea. I would want to know. And I think that's a fair question, just so we can be clear. I never put this up for some strange reason. And I want to know why this is not a good idea. Now let's look at our poll real quick. We had 33 people vote. It says, did Trump do the right thing by kicking Zelenskyy out of the White House? We have 33 people voted. 58% of the people so far said yes. 36% of the people said no. 6% said just want to see the results. I would really want to hear from the 36% more than I want to hear from the 58%, to be honest with you. Because I would like to, I don't think there's a good reason. I think most people that are just saying he did the wrong thing is just saying it because it was Trump. I think if it was anybody else, they'd be like, nah, I'm on their sides. But I would like to hear, like, if there's a good argument. Because I don't, personally, I can't think of one. Like, and for many things that I don't agree with, I could think of a good argument for it. That's why sometimes when people come to me and they be like saying some bullshit ass argument, I'd be like, you're just trying to say the opposite of what I want to say. Because I can think of 4, 5, 6, 7 good arguments against the thing that I'm saying. Even though I do believe the thing that I'm saying to be true, and I do believe that those arguments are, you know, if we have these conversations long enough, it's going to come to, you know, understanding that position is incorrect. But that position just, it does have, you know, it has some kind of validity, it has some kind of rationale to it. It's still rational, you know, even though it might not be the thing that I agree with. With that being said, what up, washable marker? If anybody is enjoying the show today, you could always pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. Anyone is enjoying the show today. You could be like, hey, Fruus, I'm buying you lunch. Like, ooh, thanks. I appreciate you. I'm over here looking at stuff, making sure I got everything lined up for what I want to talk about. All right, let's get it. So I want to be clear. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. What we are currently watching is Donald Trump trying to prevent World War III and literal nations pushing towards World War III. I have no idea. I think, and pay attention to my thinking on this, my perspective on this. What I think is this. Who has the most nukes? Who is the individual that the nukes or launching nukes is the biggest? These guys might launch nukes at people. It's always Russia and the US, right? So other nations that might be up to no good, they need Russia and the US to be opposing one another. Whether they are friends of Russia, whether they're friends of the US, it doesn't matter. That's inconsequential. What they need for is that they need for the conflict to be there, where if they have problems with one, they can always be okay with the other, preventing certain warfare against them or preventing certain actions being taken against them, like, you know, on a global scale. So with that being said, if you have Russia and you have America, the two biggest powers on the planet other than China, all on the same side, and right now, as far as we know, China and Russia are cool, right? Where does that leave Europe? Let's even break it down to a smaller component.
There's a new war.
I don't even know what I just
happened.
Let's break it down to a smaller component. The United States contributes the most troops to NATO, almost 1.33 million active military personnel in 2024. The U.S. also has the largest Navy, Air Force, and armored vehicles in NATO. The U.S., we don't even need to read more. You get it. You understand. So, the U.S. pulling out of NATO. Let's look at this real quick. Copy. This is perfect. Shout out to the BBC. What is NATO? Why isn't Ukraine a member? And is defense spending increasing? So just so we could be clear, this war is over. Basically, NATO trying to make Ukraine part of NATO, or Ukraine wanting to join NATO. That's basically what this war is about. Is NATO? What is NATO and why it was set up? NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was formed in Washington, D.C. in 1949 by 12 countries: Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, the U.S., and the UK and the U.S. NATO's primary purpose was to block expansion in Europe by the former Soviet Union, a group of communist republics which included Russia. So now ask yourself, why would Russia not want Ukraine to join NATO? When NATO was derived for the explicit purpose of preventing Russia from expanding. This is what I mean by people vote or they be talking politics. They don't even know what they talking about. They don't be having the slightest idea. They don't be knowing. They just be talking. Like right now, we're talking about World War III. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody come in here and start talking about women's rights. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody don't come. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody don't come in here and start talking about some innocuous other thing that might have importance. Don't get it confused. But on this scale of world war with nuclear arms, it's kind of down the ladder a bit. It's important. But not World War III with nuclear weapons important. I'm just saying. Not that level of importance. Probably it's important, but not that level of importance. Also, could we do something with us black people constantly accepting holidays and all this other BS instead of actual, like, we gotta start wanting actual stuff, like, to happen. Like, all these other races of people that live in America get actual things. Like, we don't get actual things, man. So that's why we should all be for Trump giving away, or the government starting to give us, monthly or annual or biannual checks. Because that's what Trump is trying to lead to. I'm going to explain something. Trump is, and I told y'all this previously. I told y'all this like last year or some shit. Part of my language. But we had this conversation previously. I think we had this conversation the last time Trump was president. But Trump is trying to get Americans on a check. Like where we get a check from the government. That's what he's trying to do. He's been trying to do that. He's spoken about this already. That the American government should be paying the American citizens, not the other way around. That's why he's dismantling the IRS. Imagine American citizens being upset that IRS agents are losing their jobs. Like, can the Democrats trick y'all about anything? Like, anything the Democrats do, y'all just get tricked? A couple of years ago, y'all all hated IRS agents. Everybody hated the IRS up until Trump said he wanted to get rid of the IRS. This is bananas. Movie after movie, television show after television show talked about how much everybody hates the IRS and taxes. Trump comes out, says, you know what? Let's get rid of the IRS. Now everybody thinks the IRS is the most important branch of the government. Well, it's not a branch, but most important part of the aspect of the branches of the government. Explain this to me. Trump is trying to get us on a check from the government. I don't know if he's trying to make it a monthly, bi-yearly, annually. I'm not sure. But he's trying to get us a check from the government to every American citizen. And for the people that saying he's not trying to do that, that would literally benefit him and all of his business partners, as well as benefit American citizens. So yes, his friends will benefit because Americans will have more money to spend. And Americans will spend more money because taxes is going to be down. So yes, his friends are going to benefit. But Americans are going to benefit because taxes will be down. And they'll also be getting money back from the government for being a citizen. You know, other countries already do this, like Denmark. I believe Denmark already does this. Like, they give everyone that lives in Denmark like $1,000 a month, independent of whatever else you do. Like, this is already a thing that Denmark does. Just so we could be clear. I think it's Denmark. It's some countries that already do this. So for anybody that's going to be like, how could a person... There's countries that do this already. And many of the countries that do this have like the best economies and like the least crime. For real, for real. There's a couple of countries that do this. So that's what I believe Trump is trying to get us to. And I believe the Democrats are fighting this because this is not in their best interest. If every American got a check from the government and taxes were down and people were happier, I want you to explain to me what the Democratic Party would run on. They wouldn't have anything to run on. Everything that they run on is misery, American misery. Tell me one thing, platform, or thing that the Democrats are trying to do that isn't based on some kind of American misery. I mean, I could be wrong, so I'm asking. I'm just telling you the information I have. Everything that I hear them running on is American misery. So how would they get elected if Americans were happy? They got to literally convince you that you're not happy in order to get elected. Like right now, Kathy Hochul is trying to convince people that they want congestion pricing. I spelled the name wrong. Look. And she's going to fight Trump. Look, she's going to fight Trump. I don't know this, so we'll look at that, but hold on. Look, this is crazy. Trump, clearly in the right. You already pay taxes on the street. We already pay taxes for the road. We pay federal taxes and state taxes. We already pay for the road. How are you now? It's a public road. She's fighting to tax you. And they're making it sound like Trump is trying to hurt you by preventing you from getting more taxes. This is what I mean by... Oh, shoot. Why is it not showing the right screen? Oh, I got it on the wrong one. Hold on. Sorry about that. I didn't have the right screen showing. There we go. Sorry about that. Let me go back up. Look. Kathy Hochul vows to fight Trump's March deadline. What the fuck you mean? She's fighting to tax us, and she wants all of us to help her fight so we could be taxed. Or I don't drive right now. I drive, but I don't drive. I don't got a car. So she wants all of the people that drive and would have to be victims of this tax. She wants them to back her instead of the guy saying, no, you can't tax people 3 times for one thing. So this is another example of Trump fighting for the people while the people are siding with the individuals that want to do things that's against their best interest. Anyway, let's get back to the other thing. I go off on these tangents. It's just the Democrats are just. I don't understand how the people who vote haven't yet decided or haven't yet come to the conclusion that many of the policies that the Democrats put forth. So I'm about to make me a cup of coffee. Many of the policies that the Democrats put forth don't benefit society at all. In no way do it benefit Americans. In no way. In zero ways. In zero ways. I'm going to send y'all to a commercial break real quick. I got to get my coffees over here. It's ready. Be right back.
Everybody knows about Harvard, Yale, Stanford. Today I'm going to give you 6 colleges that I believe are underrated. So the first university I want to talk about is University of Vermont. It is often overlooked because of its location. Who wants to go to Vermont? But the amount of opportunities that it has in internships and research is definitely one of the reasons why it should be looked into instead of overlooked. So the university number 2, New College of Florida. This one provides an individualized plan for those of you who are interested in humanities, and it's another university you should take a look into. So if we take a look at the university number 3, it is not really known outside of southern United States, unfortunately. However, it has a lot of opportunity with the Odyssey program, and it gives you research trips, opportunities to make a real impact.
Sorry about that. I'm getting my coffee ready over here. Hey, would y'all like me to... Since we got so much more conversation to have, this is going to be a much longer show than I thought it was going to be. And my camera is obviously messed up right now. Would y'all like for me to put, like, some kind of gaming or something up there while I talk? For, like, these aspects of the show where nothing is happening at, where I'm not showing no actual stuff on the screen? Or would y'all like for me to prefer to keep it the way that we're doing right now? While my mic is down, let me know. Feeling great today. Seen a whole angel this morning. I was walking down the street, minding my business. Saw this woman. The sun kissed her on the face. It was like God was talking to me in that moment. I became flustered. Hold on, let me get my stuff. Hold on, I gotta turn this thing on. I had people contact me, be like, yo, I should be a voice actor. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, if y'all would like for me to do that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to put something up on the screen so y'all can have other stuff going on when in the middle of us doing nothing. So let me get back to what we're talking about real quick. So and please, could we have could we get as many votes as possible? I want to know what y'all guys think about this. And for anybody that think that it was a bad idea to kick Zelenskyy out, I want to know what y'all guys think about that. I think it was a great idea. I think that was the best idea that Trump could have made. I think that anything else other than just kicking homeboy out would have been a, how do you say, it would have been like too much. Like he needed to make a point in that moment, in my opinion, Trump. And I think that was the correct point to make. Look, you got to get up out of here. We don't appreciate your behavior. Like sometimes you got to just let people know, I don't appreciate your behavior. Get out of here. Also, just so we could be clear, I believe that when he had that meeting with the politicians, for everybody that don't know, Zelenskyy had a meeting with a ton of politicians before he had a meeting with Trump. I think that when he had that meeting with the politicians, they gave him his marching orders, and part of his marching orders was to go and because they were not actually supposed to have the meeting initially in front of the press. Zelenskyy asked for the press to be there. Trump was like, fine. And then with the press being there, he tried to then dictate the terms of the deal that they already agreed to. So that's insanity. So everything that went on as far as that is concerned, everything that went left as far as that is concerned, that was all Zelensky's doing. They already had a mineral deal on the table. All he had to do was sign the paperwork and send it to the White House. Instead of doing that, he decided he wanted to actually pull up to the White House. And upon pulling up to the White House, he didn't want it to change the parameters of the deal. And he also cursed at the vice president under his breath for the world to hear. If that's not a reason to kick a person out of your home, I have no idea what is. Now, with all of that being said, Trump being offered a deal from Putin, I don't know if he should take the deal, just so I could be clear. But we need to make a mineral deal. We need to get our monies back. And I do think that Trump said that when he gets the money back, he's going to give it back to the American people or a portion of it or something like that. I know he said that about the money that Doge finds. He wants to spend 20% to the American. That's my coffee makers over these. He wants to send 20% to the American people. And the Democrats are against that. Why are the Democrats against anything that's going to put money in the American people's pocket? I need that explanation. The people in Maui homes got destroyed. They wanted to send them, I think, $750. What are you talking about? They lost all of their possessions. $750. Similar thing happened in North Carolina. Similar thing happened in Los Angeles or over there in California. And now we're hearing about what happened in, I believe, either North or South Carolina. For everybody that don't know, hold on. We'll pull it up on the screen. Fire, it's in the Carolina. I don't know which one, right? Oh, I spelled that completely wrong. What the heck? It's in one of the Carolinas. I spelled that wrong too. No, I don't want to. No, what the hell? Never. Whenever they ask me, do I want to give where I'm at? Never. I don't never want to tell you. I got to spell the whole word out in order to spell it right. What the hell? There was a fire. Is it South Carolina? Is it fires or something? Okay, so there's recently been fires all over South Carolina. The governor issues a state of emergency. So these things are happening. Why don't I hear Democrats? You know what? Fuck that. This is bipartisan issue. Hold on. Let me, I'll be right back. I just have issues, and it should be evident But I have issues when the people in power aren't doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. What the heck? There we go. I have issues with people in power when they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I have an issue with our government consistently caring more about other countries than they do Americans. I'm happy that we care about other countries. We should. Let's not get this confused. We should help everybody that we can. But to always put other nations ahead of our own nation is insanity. And I'm not for that. I'm not on that side. And I think that that is wrong. I think that we should be feeding the children in our own homes before we are feeding the children in other people's homes. Although, if we can feed the children in other people's homes, please, let's do that. Just want to be clear. I think the way I'm sounding to me is the only real way to help the Ukraine is to get Zelenskyy up out of there and let them figure out their own damn politics. I don't even want us involved in their politics, to be honest with you. Generally speaking, I don't want us involved with anybody's politics. I want us involved in our own politics. Get Zelenskyy up out of there and let them figure it out. He's been in power for how long? And there's just been wars? I think if you have a president or somebody running your country and you are consistently at war with other countries, I think that they might have a diplomacy issue. I think they might have an issue with diplomacy. I don't think we should always be at war with other people. That's the way I feel. I might be wrong. What do I know? But I just don't think we should always be at war. I say a lot of things over here, and I don't always have the time to put them in probably the appropriate context. So people are consistently being mad at me for positions that I don't have. I think that I'm putting it in the appropriate context here so we can be clear. But often I have people come up to me and they'll say a thing or they'll think I said a thing. And as far as I can tell, I said the exact opposite, or I didn't say anything in the kind. So I'm saying a lot to say this. I don't like war. I don't like when people are hurt for no reason. I don't like that we have a world that we are currently living in that so many people want to fight over nothing. People want to fight over nothing. And if you're not ready to fight over nothing with them, then you a chump. And if you win the fight, then you're there the victim. So you have to decide whether you want to engage with foolishness or not often. We need a strong Democratic Party and we need a strong Republican Party. I keep saying this. This is not just so Americans have the right to choose. This is for global strength. This is so that other countries look at us and see strength. We had 4 years of other countries looking at us and seeing us having a military where guys don't even know, but you don't even know what's a guy or a girl. Many of these other countries don't look at the LGBTQ community the same way that the Democratic Party would like for Americans to look at the LGBTQ community. So whenever they see anybody from the LGBTQ community, they see that as a negative connotation, something sort. I'm not saying that I agree with any of those descriptors. I'm just saying that that is the perspective, the perception of many of these individuals or many of these countries that are not America. They don't share our same values, or I don't share that value myself anyway. I don't necessarily think that. I think if you're gay, you should be anywhere. But do whatever you want to do. But I don't think that men should be in women's spaces, period. I don't think women should be in men's spaces neither. I think you shouldn't be in any space you're not invited to. So this is the thing. If women are inviting men into these spaces, then men have the right to be there. I'm just being honest with you. So whenever I see a billion women saying allow for men to be in whatever women's sport, as much as I don't think that the man should be in the sport, if the women want the men in the sport and they're fighting for the men to be in the sport, I'm going to say, I'm going to let you have the thing that you want. And I'm just going to be honest with you. But now if we have the majority of the women saying that they don't want that, then they shouldn't be that. These same women that's arguing that women should be in men's sports, I want to hear them argue that men should be in the WNBA. That's what I want to hear. I want to see them fighting for that. Fight for the women to be in the NBA and for the men to be in the WNBA. I want to see you fighting for that. I promise you, if that becomes a thing, WNBA teams is going to have like one chick on the team. She's going to be the coach. We just going to have 2 NBAs. I promise you. I promise you. We're just going to have 2 NBAs. Because remember, the WNBA and the NBA season happen at 2 different times. Dudes is literally just going to be able to be like, yo, look, I could be on both rosters. I don't play anyway. Dudes is literally going to be like, I'm on the G League team. And they're going to be playing in the WNBA and be in the G League. You're going to see dudes that can't even make an NBA roster, but they're going to be on the WNBA. That's what you're going to see. They're going to have to turn it to something else. It's going to have to be something else. It's not going to be able to be the WNBA anymore. With that being said, so Putin offering Trump a deal on the minerals. The European nations and the Democrats are quaking in their boots right now. Because America is the military for these guys. And if America now goes into a partnership with Russia, then what that means is that now we have mutual interests. So that means that if Russia was to go to war, guess whose side America will most likely be on? This is what happens when you overplay your hand. And this is why the Democrats are losing right now. The Democrats are going to continue to lose. And they should. They need new leadership. This is not me knocking anybody or talking crap about anybody. The Democrats just need new leadership. It's very important that they get new leadership. Because the leadership that they currently have, I don't personally think that there should be any, that the American people should have any confidence in them. That's my personal belief. I haven't seen the Democrats of America do anything in the last couple of months that should elicit any confidence from the American people. That's my opinion. I can be wrong about it. If there's things that the Democrats doing that you think should elicit confidence from the American people, put it in the chat. I would like to know. I would like to know. Be right back. Commercial break.
Somebody is mad at you right now because you chose peace over drama and distance over disrespect.
God told me it was going to be a beautiful day today. So I ain't you this morning. So, let's get back to it. I'm about to end the live. I'm feeling great today. We might do a little bit of gaming in like an hour. I have to cut up some cardboard. So, I'm going to tell you about something. Could we break from our normal show? I want to tell you about some dope stuff I'm doing with the kids. So, at the center, we have a jump rope competition. Guess who started it? You got it, Jack Frost. Not Jack Frost, Jack. Anyway, so apparently we have a jump rope competition. I need to make a belt apparently, so the kids can have a belt. We're gonna really make it a thing, and I might start up a couple more competitions with the kids. They freaking love it. They love it. So I think I'm going to start up a couple more competitions. We're going to make some belts, and then we're going to have like a league or a federation. We have like a little BBN federation, right? No, it got to be because we in Coney Island, so it got to be CIF, the Coney Island Federations. Anyway, we'll figure it out. With that being said, yeah, so it's dope. It's dope. I like doing it. We haven't been doing it much lately. I haven't had the energy because I have to have the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't bring the right energy, it's not going to be fun. So I got to have the right energy. I got to be locked in. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, when we getting these kids to exercise and stuff like that, you got to make it fun. People got to stop making like everything a chore. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to make things fun. Like, even if it's no matter what it is, we be cleaning up and stuff and I be making it fun. So I just try to make everything fun. Not everything that's a task should be arduous. You know? Working them kids' hearts out. You know, cardiovascular. Getting them in that cardios. And you'd be surprised. We got kids there right now that's like, how old is he? I think 8. He's doing like all of the tricks. I don't want to say his name because he's a child. But he's doing like all of the tricks, like crossing the hands, doing like like doing doubles. Like, he's doing all of the tricks. Little kid. He's doing the one leg trick and switching the leg and then going to both legs and then doing the rope backwards. And it's like there's a couple of kids with that skill right now. But we're working with them, and you give us a month or two, these kids is gonna be phenomenal. What I would like to do is start double dutch with the cheerleaders. So I haven't talked to anyone about that yet. But if we could start like a double dutch competition in the neighborhood out here in Coney Islands, that'd be dope. This is the type of stuff I would like to do. I'm supposing that, as I'm trying to do these things, there's going to be so many people that's going to be trying to prevent these things from happening. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. But, we're gonna try to work and try to make these things happen. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go, but we will be coming back very shortly. I'm gonna game for a little while. We're gonna game on the page, so y'all can come back to the gaming, or we might just stay live and I go straight into the gaming from here. I'm not 100% sure, but I am gonna need one moment while I make this decision. But we might go straight into the gaming from here, so y'all don't gotta go anywhere. But give me one moment, and this is also so that's an idea that I have. I don't want to say nobody what it is because then other people might steal it. But yeah, so we might be going live. Give me a couple of more minutes. We're gonna go live with some Marvel Rivals in a couple of moments. I just need to take one more quick commercial break before we get to it, and then I'm gonna set everything up. Be right back. We're gonna listen to my man Greg one more time. I've been talking this whole time. This whole entire time I've been talking. I forgot to take the damn thing off. I forgot to turn the mic on after I showed the commercial. Sometimes I forget. Anyway, in any regard, I can still see your chat. I'm going to respond back to whatever y'all want to talk about. We're going to go straight into the gaming. I said a whole bunch of stuff that I'm happy that the mic was off, by the way, because I said a whole bunch of stuff that some plans on what we have to do involving, because we got to get gaming going over here. I know this chick that looks I'll tell you, she looks just like that, fam. The only difference is her hair is chestnut, apparently. That's the color. So apparently I thought I had a thing for redheads, but I used to always be like, I got a thing for redheads, but not the ones that's pale. So apparently I don't have a thing for redheads. I have a thing for chicks with chestnut hair. Go figure. This whole time I thought it was like a redhead thing. I used to always be like, I like redheads. And then I see the ones that's like, but she's too pale. Like, I'm a funny guy. Anyway, in any regard. My daughter's mother has chestnut hair. That's a fact. And I thought she was a redhead. That's a fact. She was like, nah, I thought she was a redhead. We had a whole conversation with this once when we was on the phone. And she was like, nah, my hair's not red, it's chestnut. I was like, really? I'm just remembering this. Everybody that don't know, my daughter's mother's white. If everything works out, I'm gonna have some Puerto Rican kids soon. I'm a funny guy. I'm a funny guy. All of the funninesses. So my main is the Invisible Woman, for everybody that don't know. But there's a couple of other characters. You got to know how to use more than one guy. So basically what happens is we're going to come out of here because we got to go get a point. So those guys are going to be like right on the other side, right up those stairs where you see. So what I'm going to do is, also this character is dope. So I got a button that I press that makes me fly fast. And that's how you get away from people. Any regard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out the side door. And then they're going to be over there looking this way. I'm going to fly all the way around the side over there. I'm going to attack them from the side. And then I'm going to come right back around. And I'm going to give support to my guys coming out the door. Let's see if that could work out. Let's go.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? We won't run away anymore.
I expect them to be over here. They're not over here. So now I don't have to give support to my guys right there. They were lazy. They stayed all the way over there. So now we're going to drop. Oh, shit. Oh, he got me. Rat bastard. I didn't see him. Good shot. But they were lazy. Like, they should have tried to stop us from getting like that. That was lazy. There's only 2 guys there. We going to walk through this. This is going to be easy. They not serious on the other side. It's going to be a cakewalk. All right. Where you at? You ain't over there no more, rat bastard? Nah, nigga. You got a problem. I'm going to put some fire over there. I'm going to put some fire over there. And now I'm going to go attack her. Hold that. BAM! Hold that. Nah, you got to get out of here too, fam. Why don't I just do this? Boom. Alright, so now this is what I'm going to do to her. Bong. Bong. And now I got to go get some health. Thank you. And now you're going to get out of there. You're just going to have to move. Oh, they shooting at me. So now we were supposed to go into the middle. Yo, why is nobody going into the middle to get the spot? Like, what the heck, fam? I'm the flying guy. One of you dudes got to do that. What's going on over here? They not even playing seriously. Nobody's going to go into the middle. Gosh, sheesh. This can't be scripted. Get out of there. I'm not even supposed to be doing this. Sheesh. Try to turn my mic back off. I know this isn't ranked, fam. I'm over here. I'm a little frustrated. I don't want to take no losses. I'm on a losing streak, fam. Can you respect that? I'm on a losing streak, period. I just want some positive things to happen, fam. I didn't mean no harm. All right? We good? We supposed to be getting them in. So that's why I'm trying to win, fam. I get it. This ain't that serious, but that don't mean that we just don't do the things we're supposed to do. That shit always kills me. He's like, this ain't ranked. So that mean we ain't trying to win? You know what? This ain't ranked, so we shouldn't be trying to win, fellas. Let's go home.
You're halfway there. Keep
Uh-huh. Watch this. Ah, you too. How about that? You thought you was gonna hide. You thought you was doing all the hiding, didn't you? No hiding for you, you rat bastards.
almost there. You'll turn out.
Oh, let me get out of there.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Oh, nope. You ain't gonna shoot me down. I ain't stupid. I ain't stupid, fam. I ain't stupid, fam. No, you don't. There you go. Thank you. My dude got one too. What you talking about? Stop hiding back there. My dude got one too, fam. What you talking about? That's what you get. Thank you for the hills. Let's get back to it.
The essence.
Got him. Oh, I thought I was gonna get him. The other dude got him. I got the kill, but I didn't get the knockout. Come on, let me get the thing. Got her. No, you don't. Oh, shoot. Ah! So basically, Hawkeye's ultimate move makes it so that he can shoot your after images. He doesn't have to actually shoot you. So there's like after images that come up, and he could just shoot them things. They had to give him something. It's kind of OP, but you know, not a lot of people use him, so you know you don't got to worry about it too much. But it's a problem when they do use him. I need help. Sheesh. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you guys are the best. No, you don't. No, you don't. You get fire, and you get fire. How about that, you rat bastards? Did I get one? Oh, nope. Didn't make it. Anyway, we're about to win. So, get out of there. Nobody got time for you. Nobody got time for you. She's about to get clocked. Nobody got time for you. All of the times, nobody got. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think I've been on a losing streak. We'll go check. But I call a losing streak like if I only won 3 out of the last 5, that's a losing streak. If I only won 2 out of the last 5, that's not good, you know? I don't know what my thing is. Yeah, look, I was on a freaking losing streak. That's why I'm in quick match. I've been losing. I refuse to go to ranked if I'm losing. So yeah, homie, I wanted to win. Give me 1 second. Peepers, they be like, why you want to win for us? We only here is the losers. I don't know what these guys is thinking. Be right back. Hey, let's get it. So I plan, basically I use Human Torch unless like we don't got no choice, we don't got no healers or whatever, then I use Invisible Woman. But I'm like I'm halfway decent with her, like for real. Like right now I'm just like I'll show you. Like right now, as far as competitive go, I'm just gold 1. I was gold 1. I just took a loss, so I'm gold 2. But I'm legitimate. Like I'm legit. I'm gonna tell you what's wild though. This is real funny. This is the part that kills me. Just we talk politics for a second. This is the part that I want to talk about that Cameron Jim Jones thing. But hold on. So this is what kills me about the Democrats, just in general. And I just want to be clear about this. At this point, if you're just siding with the Democrats because you hate Trump, like that's one of the worst reasons to do anything. Like, that's a terrible reason. I'm sorry. Like, before, I say, okay, it is what it is. But right now, we see what the Democrats was going to do when they were in power. We saw what they did. I don't understand how that's what any of us wanted. Taking away the rights of parents. I don't understand how that's something that we wanted. Giving all of our money to other countries? I don't understand how that's something that we wanted.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
I don't understand how these are things that we want. So when I hear somebody talk about how much they hate Trump, and then they bringing up, with all due respect, yeah, we need to women's rights, please. But I don't think allowing men to play against women in sports has anything to do with women's rights. Sorry. I don't see how women benefit at all from men playing in their sports. I just don't see it. Maybe somebody else see it. Maybe you could explain it to me. I don't see it though. I don't see how that's benefiting women at all. I'm sorry. In every aspect of our society, women are saying protect them from men. Except for sports. Except for where we gauge the difference in somebody's... Oh man, she almost got me. Except for where we gauge people's ability to be able to be athletic, strong, and all this other stuff. Everywhere else, we're going to say, leave men out of it. Except for where we gauge all of our metrics. Oh shit. Damn, I can't do the move. I'm too... Oh, good. He saved me. I don't know why you looking at me. You wanted to smoke? Oh, I can't go higher. You lucked out. I have to come around and get you. Don't know where you been. I don't know where the damn thing is. Where? Oh, it's way back there. Get rid of this guy first. Come on, he should have been dead. There we go. Get rid of him first. Get rid of you guys second. I got around the building. I thought. Oh, dagger.
It's the grand finale. Back from the ashes. We should destroy these arms. We are through.
Damn, I gotta get out of the way. That's on me.
Only 60 seconds left. Might be a good time to stop them. Just past Ben.
We gotta get him stopped. I might need a little bit of help. I don't know what to tell you. I might need a little bit of help, man.
Oh boy, here they come. Don't step on lava. My sister? What world is this?
No, you missed me. You did not haunt me. That was a clear miss.
Let's cook some more. Real Ben could hurricane incoming. A nice deep freeze.
Y'all gonna have to work to get through this choke point, fam. This ain't gonna be easy. Come on, let me in the damn thing. You ain't gonna hit me with that shit. We ain't doing that, fam. Oh, what am I doing? They won. Sheesh. I need a little bit of help there, I think. I need a little bit of help. Need a little bit more help. We had 2 DPS that couldn't do nothing. Sheesh. A little bit of help there. Just a little bit. Let's see what the highlight looks like. Let's watch that one more time. I want to say something real quick about this Cameron, Jim Jones mess that's going on. I'm with Cam on this one. I'm 100% behind with what Cam said. I'm 100% with Cam on this particular topic. Oh, yeah. So I took this dude out first. So he couldn't shoot at me while I was hitting the other dude. Just so we could be clear about what Cameron said happened. Cameron said, yo, look, they made a deal initially to do the verses. Initially, when they made the deal to do the verses, homeboy Jim Jones was like, he don't care. He was like, he don't care. He was like, he's not doing the verses for the money. He's doing the verses for all these other things. In any regard, they got paid for the verses, right? I believe. I don't even know if Jim got money, but I think all of them. I think Cam said they all got some money, whatever the case got to be, right? So then Cam said after he negotiated that deal, he negotiated deals for himself. There's nothing wrong with that. There's zero wrong with I negotiate the deal for us. We on, and now I, might ask them things that I personally want. I don't have to also keep saying us. I can, but I don't have to. He didn't backdoor anybody, fam. You just can't really do business with street niggas. Let's just keep it a stack. You got to do street business, nigga, with street niggas. With all due respect. They understand street business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shooting at nobody. I'm just saying what it is. You can't do business with street niggas. Because business and street business don't necessarily operate the same way. Because Jim Jones feel like since him and Cam, that every single thing Cam get, he's supposed to also get. You understand? That's not the way business works. These dudes really don't be knowing how to do business. It's a difference from being a street nigga and a nigga that was in the street. You know? We're going to use a similar strategy that we used last time. I'm going to come out the side. The reason why I do that is to make sure that these guys are protected. I could also protect them just by being in back of them, by the way. Mind you. Look, we ran both of them niggas off. Both of them niggas. Oh, he ran off and they chased him. Oh, they got me too. That nigga ran off. Why he run off? Anyway, we moving the damn thing, so it don't matter. But why did he run off? What the hell was that about? Why the heck is this person still back here? What you trying to do? Be back here so you could try to... If anybody spawn, you gonna come kill them? You gonna be a problem for them? Because you a whole tank? That's what you're trying to do, fam? Why don't we send you back to the spawn? How about that? Yo, y'all should probably shoot at the dudes at the sky, because it's hard for me to, you know, me and the guy up here, everybody shoot at the... I don't know where anybody is at, by the way. I only see me and Iron Man. I think I seen one of the healers go down. We need a little bit of help out here, fam. And this is why I've been on the losing streak. This is why I've been on the losing streak. This type of shit.
Your powers are mine!
Disappear! They was looking for me. Made him come out the sky. He got hit with that shit. He was like, nah, fam. Uh-huh. Let's see what you tried to do. Stopped you. See, now you don't want to focus on me because you realize you got an issue with them guys down there. So you don't want to focus on me that much. Who the hell is healing you? Somebody healing your ass. I'm not getting heals. I think that somebody was down there healing him. And then my healer was right there shooting at him, but not healing me. Like, what the fuck? I kill you. Look. Oh, he went to go get that thing. You want to heal him? How about that? Heal that! go get some health. Whoa. Did they kill him? No, they didn't. That's who was healing his ass. How about this? Oh, shit, I'm dead. Oh, that was always good. Get out of here, fam. I'm busy. Sheesh. All of you guys. 1 second. We're in a good spot. I think we're going to win. I hope me taking a quick break it didn't hurt us, but yeah, it's a possibility it did. Oh shit. I heard him say supernova, but I looked at as my fault. I heard him as my fault I died, not our fault we about to lose. But I heard him say supernova, and I looked at Iron Man and saw Iron Man shooting his ultimate and just blanked out and then realized it was literally the ultimate that is my ultimate. So it wasn't Iron Man. We just started that off really, really slow. We just got out of the box really slow on that. I'm going to run one more. And what time is it? I got to get out of here. Well, I got to get off of this. Let's see if we can get one more. But as y'all see, I'm pretty decent with Human Torch. I was thinking about just moving him to my... How does he look when he's your main right here? I'm curious. How does he look? Not as nice on the eyes. Let's go. Hold on. It says Zelenskyy. It says European leaders are hosting an emergency. European leaders are hosting an emergency summit today on the war in Ukraine after Zelenskyy botched a crucial deal with President Trump. EU leaders said to stand with Ukraine, and that's all they will do. Their economics and their militaries can't afford to get involved. That's crazy. So basically, this whole entire war has been going on because America... President Trump says, I refuse to bend the knee to their endless... Oh, I gotta go. And to their endless war in the Ukraine. I want peace. They want money. And they want conflict. Even if it means walking us into World War III. I'm sorry. I'm with Trump about not having World War III. I'm with Trump on that. I'm sorry. I know there's lots of people that no matter what Trump say, y'all just against it. But I'm for not having World War III happen. I'm sorry. That's just my position. That's just my opinion on the matter.
And then we gotta win the second game and get to Kansas City. If we lose now, we done.
Yeah. So y'all won't get a bye in that. Y'all gotta play.
Nah, everybody gotta play. It ain't no buys.
Okay, I got it.
But we playing at our place though. We got our place. We hosting the site.
Right.
Yep.
Shit, I can't hit him.
Yeah.
Here you go.
That is sound convincing.
They are.
Mia still talking? Huh?
I don't know.
He said you don't love me. Anybody knows you love?
I hate shooting down from the top like that. As y'all can see, that is not my strength.
Back from the ashes.
Oh, man.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Shit is so tedious. I gotta keep running off to go get freaking health packs. It is what it is, though.
So the 14th and 15th, is that that's a Friday, Saturday, ain't it?
So.
Oh, fuck. They just absolutely killed me immediately. Like I said, I'm just gonna play. I'm not gonna complain about the lack of heals. It is what it is. We got 2 healers, so I don't understand. But it is what it is. Sometimes people just don't look to heal the guy that's up, that flying. So maybe that's what it is. I really don't want to complain about it, but I think I'm gonna mention it. Yo, fam, this is Human Torch over here. I'm gonna need some heals at some point. I understand. I'm not trying to complain, but I know that sometimes people forget to look up at the flyer. So I'm just trying to remind y'all, there's a dude up here flying around that's trying to give y'all cover fire.
It was decent a couple days ago. It's been cold.
Right, so
It's not that cold today, but it ain't
I'm
hot.
assuming they heard me. We'll see what happens. There's no reason why they shouldn't have heard me is my point. So let's see what... Oh, thank you. We got some heals coming on up here now. Appreciate you, fam. You could get back to healing everybody. I just need y'all to look up here every now and then. You know? With all due respect. Yeah, I don't need them to, like, centralize. Let's make sure we heal this one guy. I don't need them to do none of that. Just, you know, remember I'm a thing every now and then. That's all. We trying.
What you got going the rest of the day?
I don't know, I'm just gonna work out. Probably gonna make some money.
Oh, shit. There's no thing in here, is there?
Why you meeting with your team?
Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Out.
I thought about this today. Why don't they pull you at the corner and let you run point with the high pick and roll?
Well, I'm not the coach. You gotta ask the coach that.
Huh?
You gotta ask the coach that.
I want to say something to him about it, but I don't know if I'll be overstepping. A lot of times, you wasting away in the corners. Or even if you got a smaller man on you, posting you up down low.
But that's not the coach doing. That's player IQ.
Huh?
That's not the coach. That's player IQ.
For everybody that don't know why I'm shooting the dude on the side right now, those people are trying to be off to the side and heal the guys that's in front here, so we can't kill the healer. You understand? So what I'm doing is I'm shooting them, preventing them from standing over there where they can't be attacked. So that guy don't have infinite health. So that's how they guys been like kinda like having infinite health.
But when we start talking about ball domination, this is the thing. On the 30-second shot clock, first of all, the guards is walking the ball up court. That's number one.
Like, where my guys at? Like, what the heck, fam?
Guards dominate the ball. Most of the shot
What the heck?
And it's like,
These guys is talking about basketball and shit.
when it gets to Tonio's ass, it gets stuck. Sometimes
I stepped it up, but I'm gonna need help.
you know, and it's like, it's got to be to the point where they understand. Ball, if y'all gonna win, the ball gotta move.
Somebody left. Somebody inactivity. Oh.
Instead of walking the ball up court, and y'all advantage because y'all don't have great size, gotta be speed. Gotta be that. And this time of the year, y'all should be thinking about, okay, everybody got film on y'all on what y'all like to do. So my thing is, in order to disrupt that, y'all got to do something different. You know, and it's like, if like you said, Antonio's last game, calling his own play, I'm like, well, why can't you do that? Like when you got the ball,
I do that. I didn't say call. I didn't call on. I didn't say he called it on. I said he called for a ball screen, and we all do that.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's not gonna do nothing. I do that. That's the wrong thing to do. That's what we don't need to be doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's every time we lose, that's what we start doing, and it never works. Every time we have been lost and started doing that, everybody, including myself, and Carl got a ball screen. Even if the shot go in. Miss, make or draw. That's not gonna win. I can do that, but that's not gonna do nothing. They're just doing the same thing they're doing, and that's not gonna work. It ain't working. All right, good.
So what do you think needs to happen?
And the ball just needs to move.
Okay. When you say move, when I hear you, what I'm saying, how? I mean, I know y'all do like the ball come to the center or the guards trade the ball at the top. Y'all keep coming from the wings. I'm like, okay. What I'm saying is that's basic what y'all do. I mean, I know that's just it. And I'm just saying. So how does it need to move in order for y'all to be better?
And we gonna make plays. We just need to touch the ball. Everybody need to touch the ball. That's how I feel. Like it's like when the ball flying around, that's when we at our best. When one person trying to go get the ball and do everything, that's when it's not. That's not when it's good.
Okay. When y'all watch film, y'all
Here we go. We stepping it up now. Alright. Let's see where I am. Oh, I got two likes. You know what? I liked everybody. I like the whole run. Obviously, we always could see things that could be improved, but I like the whole run. Let's see what my highlight is real quick. I like his. Did I throw that inside the gate? Turn back around. Oh, shit. I ain't turned back around in time. I wonder if I threw that inside the gate. I think I threw that inside the gate. I'm not supposed to be able to shoot inside of their gate. They're not supposed to necessarily be able to shoot inside of ours. But I think they changed it kind of. Whereas if you're standing like right at the entrance, you can get injured. You know, that's kind of good because it helps prevent people from just standing at the entrance and shooting on the outside with no consequence. That was crazy. Zelenskyy did say that U.S. was going to have to send their sons and daughters to fight. Like, that's crazy. For him to even have the nuts to say that.
U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way.
Because NATO has an Article 5, basically. And the NATO Article 5 means that the U.S. have to do that. That's one of the reasons why I believe that this dude is trying to take these guys out of NATO. What up, Rugi? I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing your comment. There's a big difference between which two things was I comparing. Alright, so this gate, I come straight out the front door. And the reason why I generally come straight out the front door is because our buggy or our convoy is going to be right here in that direction, right? And then everybody is going to be over there. But people like to be on the outside of this gate waiting for us to come outside, and there's another gate on the outside over there that people like to be perched at. But right here, I get to shoot at the thing. So if anybody is standing there, we could get them away from it. So I generally, this particular one, I come out the front door. But generally speaking, I don't come out the front door. So you don't really want to give people the option of being able to stand there and fire and not have any consequences. I'm about to go kill their healers in a second. Watch this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go get the healers. So now their healers is occupied with me. We might be able to get out the gate. And if we can't, I'm back on the healers right now. Yep, we out the gate. We still got, yeah. All right. Hey, Storm, I'm going to let you know when I'm about to do my jump off. Let me know when you're about to do yours if you're going to do yours before me. If you're going to do yours before me. But I should have my ult before you, most likely. If I do, I'm going to wait for you. Alright, let's go get in the way of these healers again. Give these healers a hard time. Run for your life, healer. Look at him trying to protect the healer. He don't know how to protect them now. I got mine. Damn, Storm, you only have 58. I'm gonna wait for you though. I'm gonna go with mines because I'm probably gonna get mines a lot more than you. Yeah, because I got mines already. So I'm probably gonna get mines a lot more than you. So I'm gonna go with mines now. So I don't know if everybody knows how to get their ult to go up quicker. So basically, when you get hits on the enemy, your ult go faster. So when you see me do that thing, where I put that thing on the floor and it's like hitting them, all of them ticks, that's making my ult go up. So my ult goes up really quick if I do that a lot, is the point I'm making. So I might have a faster ult. You ain't gonna stand up here and shoot at us, fam. That is not gonna happen. Kill the healer. He's right there. See, now I'm over here with the healers. The healers can't heal. Those guys got their own problems. See? Ah! You missed. You missed. Now they telling them, like, yo, we having problems with the... That's why he came back to attack me. The healers told me having problems with me. You having problems with me now, sir. How about that? Get out of here. Well, those guys aren't in your thing. He's not in it. Look, I'll come right after me. You better come after me, right bastards. You better come after me, you rat bastards. I'm the spot splitter. I ain't playing with you. Now you see those ticks? That makes my jump off go up mad quick. Look, she just got the hers. I'm about to be the mines in a minute. Again, my second one. She just got the hers. Or whoever that is. Could be a dude. Got out of here. Storm, whenever you're ready. So now, Storm's thing, as many as if she keeps running through her fire stay longer, the more her hurricane, more of my tornado she go through. So every tornado she goes through adds one. They had enough of me. You seen that, right? They went and got their own Johnny Storm. They had enough of me, boy. Oh, they faked it. They helped them. He's looking for a health. All right, found one. Badass feel. Why every time I go do something else, it seems like my team gets stalled? Every time I'm busy, unless I'm busy doing team business, it seems like they get stalled. See, look, I almost got my ult again. She not near her ult. Oh, is she? Oh, she switched out. I guess just wanted to do it one time, maybe. I don't know. We got on the main, so we can win. I'm about to hit my ult, so we gonna get it, because they're gonna all die right now. Oh, they both went supernova. So I don't know what's gonna happen right now. We both went supernova. Got him. He's a healer. We made him get out of here. Now he can't heal his team. Go over there and do whatever you're doing, fam. As long as you over there, you can't heal your team. Ah, fuck. I hit the wall instead. I'm about to clap him. These guys, they like this guy, man. Here we go. Here we go. That's a pretty good run. Let's see what my highlight is real quick. Nova. That guy was pissed off at me. The Reed dude, you see them chasing me around all the time? I think he thought I did something to him personally or something. He was pissed off, boy. He was sure chasing me down. Did I get the shark? No, I don't think I got the shark this time. Damn suicide shark. He was chasing me down. He was pissed. I'm not 100% sure what I did to piss him off like that, but boy was he pissed. Shout out to everybody that sent donations this morning. Shout out to Rugi. I'm gonna, because that's the one I just now seen. It hasn't been sending me everything. I don't know why. But it's been more. But shout out to Rugi. And it came during the video gaming. So shout out to that chick. I would say what I'm gonna go have for lunch, but I also don't want weirdos following me trying to start fights for no reason. Yo, my life is different, fam. I promise you. I promise you, man. If I let these weirdos run my life, I'll be having a street fight every single day. I promise you.
I talk a lot, I fly a lot, I win a lot. They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
That'd be just street fighting. That'd be my whole life. Just random people just thinking about me for no reason, so they want to fight. Everybody be so sensitive about things that I say, while at the same time accusing me of being sensitive. Like, the shit is unbelievable, I promise you. Gotcha. Gotchas. Oh, wowzers. There we go. Get this guy up out of here. Who he shooting at? Who you shooting at? Get out of here. Oh, you got two of you flying bastards. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here, coach. I hate when I fucking miss the floor and hit the thing that don't ignite. Gotchas! I like how when you're about to die, you can't hear nothing. Like, it's like that in a lot of these games, but I just love that aspect of the video games. You're about to die, they be like, you can't hear nothing. Like, your senses go. Look at them guys are trying to figure out a different way to get out. Oh, God, he got me. Oh, yeah, shout out to the homie. That was clutch, Rocket. Are we moving it or they trying to move it? They trying to move it, so we don't want it to go nowhere. So I don't want to go in that direction. Gotcha. Oh, didn't kill you though. There you go. Spidey, you pissed, rat bastard? Where you at? I got it. I'm the torch, fam.
Let's go. Let's go.
$23. Most damage, most knockouts. I didn't get the most final hits. I think dude that won everything got the most final hits. A dude that won the MVP. That was a good squad run. The squad run was nice. A lot of people try to use flying characters and they just absolutely trash. Just so y'all know. Just be trash. They be trying to use flying characters. They be trash. And the reason why I don't do more squares and I do more triangles than squares is because it's not only about them being inside of the damn thing. It's their proximity to the walls. So that's why a lot of times, sometimes I make big boundaries and other times I make small ones. It's the proximity they are to the firewalls. That's what do it. Dang, the other team, we just absolutely dog walked them. That was just... We dog walked them. And we had a rocket that wasn't interested in doing any damage. He was only interested in doing healing. He's a GOAT. I'm friending him immediately. Yeah, he a GOAT. And it's always good to have people who want to use Adam. Even though he's not that... He was decent. He was pretty good. He wasn't bad. But also, since the other dude did so much healing, you don't really know how, the other dude was beating him to the hills. So sometimes that's what happened. And sometimes when you see a drastic difference, like a big difference like this, like he almost overhealed them by doubled it. You got to look at what the healing the other side is doing also. So he healed more than these guys put together. So he did do a good job. It's just that this guy was just, he was just on one. He ain't do no damage. I mean, he wasn't even trying to shoot. He was just only there healing. So, you want to have guys like that on your squad. People that's just dead set on doing their job. And look at this, though. Look at this. That's Wolverine. That's one of the Wolverine skins. So this is the skin I want to get. I want to show you. Ooh. What is this showing me? I just got something. Okay. Come on. Alright, so this is the skin I want to get for my Invisible Woman. I want this skin. These are the two skins I got. That's okay, I guess. This skin is cool too. But this is the skin I want. Skit. This is the skin I want. I want this skin. Skit. Sheesh. Nobody don't want to see all of this, man. I just want to see the skin. Okay, so they're not showing me just the skin without dude. I don't know why, but that's the skin I want. Let me see. What's this? Is this it? No, that's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it. No, that's everything. Skin. Okay, that's the skin. So this is the skin I want. Because I used the Invisible Woman, just so we could be clear. So this is the skin I want. I want to run around in my wedding dress, absolutely busting niggas' asses. So this is the skin I want. I'm just giving it a stack. This is, but you get it when you get this, you get all of this. But I don't use him. So yeah, this is the skin I want. I want to run around in my wedding dress, just absolutely busting niggas' asses. This is the skin I want. I don't got enough of these anymore. See, if I wanted it, how much more do I need? I need to buy that many of that. How much would that be? So I need like $10. Nope, I need more than $10. I'm not spending money on the shit, but yeah, I need $20 basically. I'll be able to get, or I need $15 basically. But I'm not spending money on this. I'm just gonna wait until I have the requisite amount of whatever the hell's. I'm not gonna buy the shit. But if I only had to put, like, not for nothing, but if I only had to put $5 on it, then I might. Like, I might be like, all right, I need 500 more. I go for it. But yeah, so I want this outfit. This is the outfit I want to go absolutely bananas on, kicking people ass in. And this is my best character, just so we can be clear. This is by far my best character. Yeah, so these are her skins. This is the only one I don't like. I don't like this one. But I don't like women walking around half nude, so I'm not that guy. I don't like that. So I don't like that one. Yeah, I don't like that one. This is the one I want to get though. Anyway, we'll be back. I'm gonna run out, go get lunch. We'll come back and do a little bit more gaming a little bit late. Oh shoot, nope. I got a ton of things I gotta do. I don't know when we're gonna get back to the gaming. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I got a ton of things I gotta do. I gotta run out. I gotta get lunch, and I have to start making a championship belt for the kids because we got a whole jump rope competition going on. With that being said, I love y'all. Everybody have a beautiful day. If you got anything, if you have the opportunity to go out there and do anything worth doing, please do it. And stamp God's name on it. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.
Hey! Is the noon train on time?
Supposed to be.
Feels like it's time.
Yeah.